Welcome to Sheen Talk Live. I'm your host, Kimberly Chapman, and today's guest is the Director of Sales, Mecha Cafe Coffee, Lamore Leach. The Charlotte established brand was created in order to bring a great tasting coffee experience to each customer's cup. He's here to tell us all about Mecha Cafe Coffee, the organically grown coffee beans that benefits everyone. Please help me welcome Lamore Leach. Hello, how you doing today?
Doing well. How are you doing today?
Oh my goodness, I'm doing great.
That's
It's
good.
such a pleasure having you. We've been trying to get you
I
on here
know.
for a while.
And it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And I know your mom, she's your partner.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely, and we'll see her a little later in the show after our commercial break.
Yes.
But tell us, organically, how are the coffee beans grown and the different blends that you have? Tell us about the coffee.
All right. So the coffee is very, very much strategic. So what we do is we roast our coffee from different parts all over the world. Our preferred blend, we like to get our coffee from South America and Central America, which is our gourmet house blend, which is our medium dark roast. We also have our Costa Rican decaf, which is our decaf coffee, and our cafe blend, which is our light roast, more for the people that love that pepper upper.
Oh,
So
wow.
we get our coffee from Central South America. We have a roastery out in Georgia where we actually roast our coffee there, and then we actually make sure it's delivered straight to our customers.
Oh, and how do you deliver it to your customers?
So the way we deliver it to our customers is we make sure that each order is roasted specifically for that customer, ensuring that it's a proprietary product, which means that when you get off the phone with us, that coffee is roasted and we deliver it straight to you.
Oh, wow, so it's made to order.
Made to order.
Oh, my
Yes.
gosh. So what made you want to get into coffee?
Man, it's a crazy story. So I've never been a coffee drinker, and what happened is
That's what you were telling me.
yeah, I never drank coffee, and I mean, as kids, we always drink coffee, we kill it with sugar and creamers, and then by the time I was 21, coffee, no, maybe cappuccino. So my mom, she's always used coffee in her salon as an incentive to her customers, and I said, well, why don't you just create coffee that you love to your customers and create a product that they will love and create like more loyalty to your customers. So we came up and I searched and I found a really great facility that we partnered with to create a really great coffee for us, for our customers.
Oh, wow. And so the coffee's name is Mecha Cafe Coffee.
Yes, Mecha Cafe Coffee. A lot of people ask, is it Mecha, M-E-C-C-A? No, it's not Mecha, it's Mecha, like Mecha Great Cup of Coffee.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I got to look at Mecha. Okay.
Yeah, so that's how we came up with the name. And cafe, which means that everywhere, whether it's your residential home or if you own a coffee shop or a facility where you make coffee, we want to make sure that we turn your facility or your coffee shop or home into a cafe.
Oh, wow. That's a neat little
Yeah.
thought. I like that.
So yeah, we came up on that concept because we feel like a lot of people never know what kind of coffee they're drinking. When they're at the coffee shop, they just say, let me get a coffee. Everybody's drinking dark roast or everybody's drinking light roast, and then they never know, why am I feeling jittery? Because everybody's drinking the same roast. And I'm here
Okay.
to make sure that you get a proper education and a really great coffee.
Okay, so you are the coffee guru.
Yeah, the guru, barista. I love to make coffee. It's funny. I learned so much about coffee.
Really? So
Yes.
you do a lot of coffee research.
A lot of coffee research.
So have you
yes.
been to the places that you are getting your coffee from?
Yes, we have been there. We've actually talked to the owner, and we have made blends that we really enjoy. So we create a tight connection. Every time I call to make orders with our customers, they'll say, how you doing, Lamar, without me even saying who I am. So it's really cool. They can pick my name up even without even looking at the numbers.
Oh, my gosh. So now, which blend do you like?
My blend I love is the gourmet house blend. Now, what makes it strategic is have you ever heard of flavor notes for coffee?
No.
So a flavor note is basically the taste you get from your coffee. So when you close your eyes and you drink a coffee, you look up those flavors that your brain receptor picks up.
Okay.
The flavor notes is a chocolate with a hint of caramel.
Oh,
Yes,
that sounds
yes.
yummy.
Very nice. So it's a medium dark roast, which means that during the state of roasting that bean, They make sure they roast the coffee, and it releases some of the caffeine out, which is the first crack. The second crack release more caffeine out, and with your decaf, they release more out with the third crack.
Oh,
For the
wow.
dark roast as well.
So a lot of people are not coffee connoisseurs. They just drink coffee but don't understand what they're doing. Like you have wine connoisseurs. So we need better education on coffee.
Yes, we do.
Because the blend and the you said the first crack, second. How many cracks
right,
are there?
3 cracks.
Really?
Yes.
So what is a crack?
So
exactly?
basically, I'll try to use the analogy of like roasting walnuts and almonds. You know, the more we roast almonds, we lose more of the nutty flavor.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it's just like, you know, if you're roasting an almond at the right point, you know that you taste that really nice roasted flavor. But if you roast it too much, you have more of that dark, really pungent taste. So that's the difference. Really bold, robust taste. So with our coffee, the first crack releases a little bit of caffeine out, which means that is your light roast.
Okay.
Then you have your second roast, which is the second crack for your medium roast. Now that is going to release more caffeine out. And then your third crack is for your dark roast. That releases a majority of that caffeine out, so you just have that nice, robust taste.
Okay, so now let me ask you. So, oh my gosh, it's a lot to know about
Yes,
coffee, and
a
most
whole
people
lot.
don't know because I didn't know that.
Yes.
Because I know when I was, because I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm going to try yours
Right,
today.
okay.
And because I don't like a lot of caffeine.
Right.
So then what I'll get today is, what will we have today?
We will have our gourmet house blend medium dark roast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like to use the analogy of it's the coffee that you would drink after a long, stressful day. You want to relax and just take it easy. That's the coffee you would drink.
Okay, so can the coffee experience be similar to that of a wine, glass of wine?
I would say it's a similarity. Just depends on, like you said, whether you're drinking like a white wine or a red wine. So I would say yes, it's a similarity to that.
This is amazing. I've learned so much. Oh my gosh.
Yes, and what's so funny is a lot of coffee shops are now merging into providing wine in their coffee shops. So the similarity is high.
Oh my gosh! So now you can get wine and coffee.
Yes.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, in the cafes.
Yes, in the cafes, they're starting now merge into wine and also coffee.
I like the idea. Oh my gosh! Everybody, well, you just drinking coffee and just put milk and sugar and just call it a day. But that is not the correct way to drink coffee, though, is it?
That's not the correct way. And actually, in Italy, they only drink coffee with milk only in the morning time because milk is for breakfast.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Everybody, please stay tuned so that you can learn more about coffee and how you should drink your coffee. It is such an experience and a eye-opener for me anyway. We'll be right back, guys. Welcome back to Sheen Talk Live, and we're here with the Director of Sales of Mecha Cafe Coffee, Lamore Leach, and his partner and mother, Director of Creative Events, Rita Leach. Thank you for being here, and I have learned so much today about coffee, and the coffee is from a fruit.
Yes.
So explain that to us.
So the formation of the fruit is this an Arabica bean, which is grown out in Central America, South America, where it's high humidity. So it's grown out in the wilderness, which is the Arabica bean has a fruit, and the seed on the inside is the coffee bean.
Wow.
The fruit is high in antioxidants, which means it helps to prolong the life. It helps get rid of free radicals. So it does a lot of things that the fruits we know, like pineapples and apples and oranges, do as well.
Oh my gosh. And so, like they say, the life is in the seed.
The life is in the seed.
So the seed is the coffee. And I did not realize how healthy coffee is as long as you're not putting the sugar and the cream in it.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And so you should actually drink your coffee black.
You should drink it black. But you know, one thing that we love about our coffee is that when we roast that bean, we roast it at the sweetest point. So you taste the true flavors of the bean without even adding any sugar. So you don't have to
Okay.
overload it with sugar.
So that's how the Mecha coffee.
Yes, that's our proprietary product.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So I'm really learning, because you were telling me earlier that at some restaurants, everybody gets a blend of the same thing.
Yes, they do. Some people get a whole blend of dark roast, so everyone gets that light roast, and then they think that all coffee gives you the jitters, but not knowing that they're different roast of coffee from light to decaf.
Oh wow, and you call it the first crack.
The
second.
first crack, second crack, and a third crack.
Oh my gosh. And
Yes.
earlier we were saying that we're going to have a coffee party. And so we'll make sure that you know when we're having this coffee party. But with Ms. Leach, you are the director of the creative events.
Yes.
So what other events do you have besides the coffee
Actually,
party?
we've done events for Turner Construction, where they had us on the site while they was doing a bidding for jobs, and we set up table. We just had out the coffee carafes. We had the creamers. We had it like a cafe going on. We had the creamers, the caramel, the chocolate syrup, whatever they wanted to put in their coffee, and all they had to do was make their cup of coffee, and they loved it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And so, and like we said, we were going to have a coffee party. So
Yes.
you get people to have like coffee parties, like they have lingerie parties. And
Yes.
so you have a coffee party.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome.
And they love it. And so they keep asking me, when are you going to do another coffee party? So it's something that my customers love to do.
Okay, so we're going to have a coffee party.
Yes.
So I want to let everybody know, because I want you to come to our coffee party and learn more about coffee. And, that's just like wine. Like you were saying earlier, wine and coffee have similarities.
Yes, they really do.
And you want to make certain that you're drinking a coffee that is good to. Oh well, let me say this then. Can you have coffee? Certain coffee goes with certain dinners or certain foods.
I would say more of the coffees can go at certain times of the day.
Okay.
So you have your light roast in the morning to kind of give you that pepper upper. You have your medium dark roast in the like around lunchtime to evening time, and then your decaf. You just drink it if you just want to taste coffee without having the results of caffeine.
Okay, and so that can be in the evening.
It
Just
can be in the
before bed.
morning, evening, or lunchtime.
Anytime.
Just anytime.
Anytime for
people
decaf.
that can't have caffeine.
Okay. So now you have a partnership program. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we actually have a membership program which we call the Mecha Cafe membership, where you pay a fee of $12.99 per month. And then what you'll do is you'll purchase coffee every time you need. Now we would like for you to purchase one time a month, where you can have your coffee delivered straight to your door and not have to worry about any shipping fees. But as a member, after the first 3 months, you will receive a gift for our loyalty as an incentive.
Okay, so what kind of gifts?
Well, what we would like to do is give you a gift of like a mug. We would do something like the condiments and also coffee candies, and we would also add like a 2-ounce bag of coffee.
Okay, so what's coffee candy?
Coffee candy is really funny. So basically, it's like a cappuccino candy, kind of like your caramel chews, the hard caramel chews. So we like to accentuate something like that, so you have the whole spectrum of the coffee experience.
Oh my God, y'all, there's so much to learn about coffee. Like, I did not know it was a fruit. And, they say that the life of something or the health of something is from the seed. And so
Yes.
actually now I'm understanding that coffee bean or the coffee bean
Yes.
is a seed from a fruit.
It's a seed from
So
a
I
fruit.
must start drinking it. And
Right.
today'll be my first day. And you
Yes.
don't like putting it on the shelf because you believe that
It
coffee should be
loses
fresh.
the life of the coffee. When it comes from the roaster, it's fresh. I don't want it sitting on a shelf and people try to decide what coffee they want to buy. So you don't know how long it's going to sit there. So someone may get a bad experience from the coffee just sitting there, and they don't know how long it's been sitting there. So when they get it straight from our roasters, they're getting a fresh cup of coffee.
Oh my
The
goodness.
experience is different.
That's awesome. I have learned so much. And so what else can we expect from Mecca Coffee?
So what we're doing is we want to be able to be inside of cafes. Also, if you are a facility that provide coffee, we get a lot of people that will come to me and say, we go to our favorite restaurant, we love the food, but the coffee is awful. And I'm like, well, the only thing I can do about that is maybe talk to the person that owns it and let them know, and we'll build a connection. So we would love to be in a lot of the coffee shops, any facility that produce coffee. We want to make sure that they have the best experience for their staff members or for any customers that they have. we would love to also be a part of a program we can give scholarships out through
that's
coffee.
awesome.
Because kids drink coffee, adults drink coffee, so we all know that coffee is never going away.
Right.
Because with scholarships, we would love to put children or kids in college through coffee.
Oh,
Coffee is a high commodity.
That's doable.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
one
doable.
thing.
So now, what is your website?
Our website is mechacafe.com. It's MECHA cafe.com.
And do you have a number or something, or just the?
You can actually reach us at 910-874-0749. And under the tab of membership sign up, you can actually get on our waiting list for our membership program. And it sends you straight to an email that gives an automated message where you will add your information and we'll reach back out to you.
Okay. And so we get to taste this beautiful
Yes.
coffee today. I'm excited because I think I'm going to start drinking coffee again now.
Nice, and you will have the best of the best. So what we're doing is, this is called a gooseneck kettle, and we're going to pour our hot water from our kettle in. We want to make sure that the temperature is about 95 to 100 degrees because it is a medium dark roast. We don't want to burn the coffee.
Oh, you can burn it
You
if
can
it's too
burn
hot.
the coffee if it's too hot.
Oh my God.
Yes, you can.
It's a lot of formalities to
Yes.
follow.
So what we'll do is, we're going to go in. We're going to take our coffee. Normally it's about 2 teaspoon heaps of coffee per 12-ounce cup. And then, once we put the coffee in, we're going to take the gooseneck kettle and we're going to let it run into the coffee bean in a circular rotation in the middle, not touching the corners. Because what we want to do is, if you come in and see, you'll see bubbles.
Oh yeah, I do see the bubbles.
That's the coffee oxidizing. What happened
Oh.
is, coffee released those gases out of the coffee roast, which is our slow drip grind. Once it oxidizes, it's going to make sure that it release all those true flavors.
Oh wow, this is amazing. Coffee is something different. I didn't realize
Yes.
it. All these years that I drank coffee, I just drank it, but and I've always known it should be black. You shouldn't add anything
Yeah,
to it.
you shouldn't
so
add
I've
anything.
most of the time I've drank it with straight.
Okay, right. No sugars, right?
No sugar, no cream.
And one thing I love about the coffee is, I mean, I've never even drank iced coffee, but I drink iced coffee now. And with our leftover coffee, which we never waste any of the coffee, I put it in the fridge, let it sit. I'll pour it over some ice with creamer, and then I have iced coffee the next day.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes, or I can reheat it to make another hot cup of coffee without making a cup of coffee every day with the coffee pot.
Okay, so now if you put it in the refrigerator and then take it out and reheat it, will it be burned or?
It will not burn. You will put it in for maybe like a minute and a half, just enough to warm it up. It will not burn it.
Okay.
Because it's not like putting it on the stove. So I would
Okay.
reheat it in the microwave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like a kettle. It's not too long. So as
Like the gooseneck
like the
kettle.
gooseneck kettle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really great way. And as it sit, it's making our coffee for us. We let it then sit, and once it drain out, we'll be ready for a cup of coffee.
Well, I'm excited.
Sounds great. Yeah, so we've been in business since 2017, and the concept has really been beneficial to people that have been drinking our coffee. We really love the results.
Because you would tell, because I know your mom is a professional stylist.
Yes, she
And
is.
she's in a place that has
39 sweets.
39 suites. And
Yes.
so you've gotten all 39 people
Oh,
on
yes.
coffee.
I would say about 90% of the people that I reached out to are now drinking coffee from us.
That's awesome.
And that was a huge number. It took about 4 months because people just think coffee is coffee. But when they drink our coffee, they said it did something to me. Now, I just know distinctively how your coffee tastes. So it's amazing.
I'm excited because I try to be as natural as I possibly can, and I did not realize it came from a fruit.
Yes, it
Yes.
comes
That's
from a fruit.
amazing.
Yes.
And so what areas of the country do you get your coffee beans from?
We get our coffee beans from Central America, South America. Now, what we're going to do in the future, we're going to reach out to different other countries to see what the benefits are with those coffees, and possibly revamp our brand and bring more coffees in.
Okay, so far the countries that you get it from, which ones do you?
Costa Rica. We also do throughout Central America, because it just really depends, because it's out in the wilderness. So we
Okay.
have the farmers that then compensated, which means our coffee is also fair traded as well. Yes.
Okay. So, from the areas that you get your coffee from, can you tell a difference in the flavors depending on the area that the coffee came from?
Yes. So if we get our coffee from Central America, I noticed that the coffee is not as robust as the coffee from South America. Some more humidity.
It's the altitude.
Yep, the
that
altitude is higher
wrong.
as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's great.
So, do you think that you could have your own coffee farm? Is that what you would call it?
Right, it would be a coffee farm.
Yeah.
You know what? That would be a great thing. What we would do is I would love to connect because there's so many coffee farmers in the world. You'll be surprised that don't get recognized for
Oh
what
my
they do.
gosh.
And that's how they make a living. Just like people in third world countries, they make a living off of their farms. And my thing would be going out. I would have to go out, travel myself, and find these farmers and create a partnership and add them onto our team.
That
as a
would be
partner.
awesome.
Yes.
That's what you need to be doing.
That's the
Finding
thing.
these people.
Yes.
Because in this world, it's a lot of people that don't get the recognition that they could be getting or they should be getting.
Yeah, so and that would be very beneficial because then remember once they leave, their children pick up that farm and that's how they make a living. So that would be great. So that's what we're looking to do.
Okay, and so again, you're based out of Charlotte.
Yes, we're based out of Charlotte.
And your website again, because now we're just waiting for the coffee
Nice,
to
we
be
just
prepared.
waited. It's mechacafe.com, MECHA cafe.com.
Okay.
Yes. So we're gonna make sure that we're almost done here. Okay, gonna put this on here so then we can taste the coffee.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Put it here. All right. Then I'm gonna pour a cup of coffee for each one of us. I'm gonna let you taste it without the creamer and then with the creamer. You can tell me what you think.
No creamer. Maybe we
No
can get
creamer?
somebody else. I'm
Okay.
vegan.
That sounds good. We'll do it. Okay. This is a cup of the coffee here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it smells good.
Really
it
nice
smells
and light.
sweet.
Yes,
Yes.
it's really nice and light.
It is nice.
It doesn't have that pungent taste.
No, it doesn't. It's nice. This brings back memories because my grandmother was a coffee drinker, and now I'm like, I'm remembering my grandmother right now as we stand.
And again, like with these flavor notes, it's a chocolate with a hint of caramel. Yep.
Let's
Really
see,
nice and light.
chocolate with caramel. Let me taste. Oh my gosh, it tastes awesome. And it's just like so smooth going down.
Yes.
Really smooth. I'm like one of those guys that does the food channel. They travel and do. Now I'm traveling and do it. I'm
Do
getting the
coffee.
Right. So yeah.
Oh
it's
my
an
goodness.
awesome thing.
Everybody, you have to try this coffee. It's Mecha Coffee. They're based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I appreciate you supporting us. Thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of Sheen Talk Live. For more episodes, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the Mecha Coffee. And also our YouTube channel, Sheen Talk Live.